Hi there, it's Donovan. Nothing ever beats a grown man whining and trashing on kids content. Let me check my calendar if I'm free. Yeah, looks like I got some time on my hands. Nintendo is for babies. Breastfeed me. Therefore, the little Timmies out there that just want to hop, jump, and smash because their puny little minds can't comprehend complex game mechanics like stories. I really mean it. Now, of course, with that image in mind, imagine a curated destination for kids to engage with their favorite gaming icons, or their parents really hate them. Welcome to Play Nintendo, the best place to indoctrinate children so that one day they'll inevitably get stuffed in a locker. Play Nintendo began in 2014 and ever since has always hid itself behind the main Nintendo website and YouTube channel. But it's always been there, and hell, even I was a kid once, and after seeing all these videos, it's brought back waves of nostalgia. So let's examine if Play Nintendo achieves what Nintendo set out to do. That is, engaging your kids' creativity and feeding their imaginations with the worlds of Nintendo. And, I will be wearing this hat to my wedding. Play Nintendo is packed with fun activities and characters where you can find quizzes, puzzles, crafts, and videos. Jump into worlds of fun. I don't think the Red Scare was about the communist propaganda. The scare began in 2014 with its first ever YouTube video being DIY with Nintendo, Boo Cookie Pops. What you'll notice is how, let's say, DIY this video seems for being a branch of a multi-million-dollar company. To be fair, this was the Wii U era. They probably cut the budget for Play Nintendo and allocated the money to Miiverse moderation. But it's a simple, sweet recipe that seemed to be passionately made by this lovely Nintendo employee. This video really cemented what Play Nintendo was all about to me. Fun crafts and activities with Nintendo characters on the side. Oh, you thought I was gonna actually bake something? Well, you thought wrong. Watch me whisk an egg. There were also very low quality dancing videos of some Nintendo employee and his family, which is odd, cute, goes to show how far they've come. But the passionate crafts have to stop there because we gotta educate the youth on what the Wii U gamepad is. You know what? Mario Kart World doesn't have a giant horn button on the controller, so perhaps I was wrong. Oh god, they showed Miiverse. Besides the advertisements, the crafts of Play Nintendo are my absolute favorite part of this site because of how unique and creative some can be. When researching this video, I came across an old video I used to watch all the time. DIY, how to make your own clay Kirby. It's a simple tutorial on creating clay Kirby, and you can bet yourself that I made one a long time ago and still have it to this day. Does he look a little bit decrepit after all these years? Yes, but it's the thought that counts. Rainbow Curse was primed for exploitative propaganda because these Kirby treats look delicious. Also looks like they upped the production value of these DIY videos over time, which means Miiverse moderation suffered. They got an actress known as Kat McNamara, who threw their own Nintendo birthday party. Yay! Woo! Yippee! I wonder if she really was that passionate for goddamn Yoshi's New Island, or was held at Zapper Point. Afterwards, she showed off some more DIY Nintendo-themed things so you can have your very own Nintendo birthday party. Clearly, I was living life wrong. This was not created by Nintendo, but it was in their playlist. A creator known as Strawberry17 was interviewing and creating Sheikah-inspired pillows with Mr. Miyamoto. That's pretty neat. And also they got number one Mr. Beast hater Rosanna Pansino to make some Mario treats. That's really funny. An underrated perk of Play Nintendo was their multitudes of shows and segments. For example, the Misadventures of Link. It followed the hero of winds, screwing around the seas of Hyrule and killing Tingle. Oh god, Link, no! Carrying on that legacy was Link and Larry with Breath of the Wild.
Larry thinks the color looks too much like mustard. Oh.
Mario Reads Your Letters had Charles Martinet confirm that Mario is homeless.
Goombas, 3 Goombas.
Something I remembered my rotted brain watching was the Cat Mario Show. It's essentially a Nintendo Direct for 3-year-olds, and I swear to God, for a time, this is how I got my Nintendo news. I think Legacy Media should take notes. What the hell is this, SML? Looks like there was even more plush videos starring Mario and Luigi. Do you think the dudes at Play Nintendo saw the horrors of SML and decided to make a kid-friendly version? Do you think Miyamoto knows who Jeffy is? Frizzy's Silly Amiibo Theater featured an actor that should have been paid more playing with amiibos.
Ain't no party like a Tom Nook! that party.
Low-key, these are actually pretty well made. I aspire to be like them. I could never.
A dog! A dolphin! What? No! Meow! 3 pillows! No!
This stuff is actually peak. I'd seriously watch this as a kid. Is that a bad sign? It's not as bad as the acting in its parent show, the Play Nintendo Show.
That was bananas.
Izzy's pretty cool. Dude, I love this.
Pause the video. Pause the video. Pause the video. Pause the video.
What the fuck?
My superhero name's Jenna.
No, your sidekick name is Jenna.
You got the hype for my fucking shoes. That's crazy.
Reggie!
Reggie.
Dude, it's the guy from Magic Swords. Holy shit.
What is going on? This can't be real.
The Bronx Man has a name?
Dude, how many drugs did I fucking take before watching this?
I think
Hey, Piranha
Whoa,
Plant,
whoa,
who's your
whoa,
favorite-
whoa, whoa, whoa! The Play Nintendo Show lasted a good long while. It was like Nintendo Minute Intern Edition. No disrespect to Andrew, I remember watching the Mario Maker 3DS video as a kid on repeat. This all culminated in what we have today. There is no longer a name for the show, but it's hosted consistently by Jordan, the world's biggest Nintendo fan. Alright, listen, I'm not about to go Jake Lloyd on this kid, but as a grown-ass man with nothing better to do in his life, she seems to have a blast with all these Nintendo stuff. I would have killed to be in her position, and if I was still a kid, I would have loved it. But these videos, like the Play Nintendo Show, suffer from Mr. Beast screaming syndrome.
If Armando stays on this plane for the next 100 days, it will forever be his to fly anywhere he wants all around the world.
I got red shells! Nice! Time to shell out some mayhem!
At least in today's case, it's an actual kid hosting the show and not a screaming young adult playing with a sock puppet. Wait, Frizzy was Andrew the whole time? Like, do you really think Jordan calls it the Donkey Kong Bonanza game on the Nintendo Switch 2 system? There was a video made by Snazzy Labs that featured big tech YouTubers like MKBHD, Linus, and Scott the Wise.
Hey y'all.
They had a whole quiz on the Apple Style Guide where Apple has very specific language you must follow when talking about their products.
So the actual sentence would be, the Mac Studio systems are powerful, with M2 Ultra chips inside. More than one thing can exist. So what we're looking at here is
Nintendo probably has their own style guide and forces it onto these poor children to stick with it. Hi there, it's Donovan, and I cannot wait to play the Mario Paint game on Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Classics using mouse mode on my Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con 2 on my Nintendo Switch 2 system. A Nintendo Switch Online membership and Nintendo account is required. It's mouse controls, you idiot! Jordan isn't the only one to host because her friends and family regularly get the spotlight. Again, no disrespect, but why would some kid watch these clearly scripted gameplay videos over someone like Dashi and Queso?
No!
What happened?
I was trying to get the letter O and I fell.
More like, oh no. Am I right?
Luckily, the art form of reality still shines through, as sometimes they do live action things instead of being PNG tubers. For a time, there was the Kids Play series where they forced a bunch of kids to traumatic mid-game disorder. I like Nintendo Switch sports, please don't kill me. And looks like the DIYs never really died, as they still feature some simple paper crafts to construct. Another aspect of Play Nintendo are the live events. Of course, during their E3 events, they'd have news tailor-made for the youth. The Nintendo Switch Family Showdown at least had a better trophy than whatever Nintendo's doing today. Like, come on, that's just a slab of acrylic. But more recently, in 2024, there was the Play Nintendo Tour, where for a short while, malls across America would have dedicated Nintendo booths for kids to try out new games. You check in with My Nintendo for 100 platinum points, and even get some Mario plushies from the Crane game, and get exclusive merch. The propaganda machine never ceases to amaze. And finally, we've reached the Play Nintendo website, where young Nintendo fans can engage their creativity and feed their imaginations. Let's start with Play. I'll show those Nintendo bastards how to make a Mario Kart trophy. Just a few things here, print and cut here, and bam, putting this on the resume. A personality quiz of what Mario Kart World Cup I'd be? Are you
That was bananas.
Skill quizzes. Anything lower than a 5, I'm eating my toe again.
Whoops.
Alright, you know what happened, so let's get this out of the way. Memory match? I swear to God, I forgot how to do long division. Painting? No thanks, I'd rather play the Mario Paint game on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Classic. Online puzzle? That's actually kind of cool. I haven't done an actual puzzle since I was like sub 10, so it was kind of a struggle. And finally, opinion polls. Welcome back, Everybody Votes channel. And then the rest of the site contains promotional stuff and the more printable arts and crafts. Sad to say, but these are literally half of the rewards on my Nintendo. Thank God they got rid of gold points though. And yeah, that's the Communist Party, I mean Play Nintendo. I've been dogging on Play Nintendo mainly because there is no longer any joy and whimsy in my life. But if I had to grade Nintendo based on their criteria, that is feeding kids' imaginations with the worlds of Nintendo and engaging in their creativity. In terms of the crafts, the quizzes, and bite-sized, friendly-ish versions of their announcements, I say they did a good job. But the facade kind of falls apart when you can't get behind the blatant corporate script everyone's reading off of. You can't help but think of this as a sort of deceptive mask. Companies like Nintendo, with their lovable mascots, have this social duty, you could say, to maintain their larger-than-life characters that transcend even their sort of anti-consumer deeds. Despite their wrongdoings, these characters inspire and engage the creativity of the youth, making them more significant and important to upkeep than the corporation itself. Honestly, those DIY videos really do sell Play Nintendo for me because of how everything just seemed to be crafted from passion and shows the joy and versatility of Nintendo's lovable characters. So anyways, I gotta get back to be playing Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV on my Switch 2. It's the Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV game on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.